Hi, my name is Alan from Hogdive, and today we're going to be diving into the world of mastering and using iPhone shortcuts and automation to make your daily repeated process of things automated. Well, basically, um, iPhone shortcuts are created with kind of like blocks on diagrams and um, different functions that allow you to create those, stack them up, and then build something that is in one tap, one click. Something would happen, such as maybe translating your browser, whatever you're checking right now at this point in time, and you can access them through Siri or by tapping the shortcut or automation that you have made. So it's a little confusing right now, but the main point here is shortcuts are what basically is a block coded function that can trigger a lot of things with one tap and the one call from Siri. So actually, let me head over to my phone and explain it to you a bit more. So right here, I opened my shortcuts app, and this is, by the way, on your iPhone. If you don't have it, you can head over to App Store, and of course we can go into search, and then of course we can go and search for shortcuts. That is only if you don't have it installed, but it comes with your iPhone literally by default. So let me open it again. Now, as you can see, I have a lot of shortcuts here. I have QR code, live photo to GIF, battery options, TikTok calendar, whatever, whatnot. And there are also made in default starter shortcuts that are literally just on your phone by, of course, default as soon as you install them. And you also have some app related ones, such as this one by default from voice memo of iPhone. So, what does Siri actually have to do with shortcuts? Well, currently I have Siri disabled, sadly, so I'm not going to be able to show you this, but the same thought process would come in if you have watched my other videos in this YouTube channel at Hawk Dive about how to use Siri more efficiently. And I did talk a little bit in there of how you can use shortcuts to have Siri activate certain tasks or certain things in conjunction, in continuation, and give you a result of what you are trying to find. Well, that is basically it. Basically, what I would do normally if I have Siri enabled, I would be like, "Hey Siri," it'll ask me, "What do you want me to do?" And I'm gonna be like, "Can you run the shortcut?" And then let's say right now I have this thing called the battery options. I'm gonna be like, "Run battery options from shortcuts," and then this whole thing that I have right now would pop up. Now you're probably asking, "Hey, Alan, what are those battery options, and how do I get that? What are those? What do they do?" Well, I'm gonna tell you a little bit more about that later on. But for now, let me show you the things that you can do in Shortcuts. Of course, right now I'm on my Shortcuts app, and as you can see, I have my main tab right here, which is called the All Shortcuts tab. And then from this main window, I have access to basically everything, such as text last image. If I take a screenshot right now, I'm gonna do text last image. It'll ask me to do this and that. If I click allow once, it's gonna ask me to whoever I want to send this message to. But that's like one of the starter shortcuts that is available to everybody. And as you can see, I just click that. And imagine if I was like, "Hey Siri, text last image." This will pop up once again. Again, the latest image that you probably saved, copy, or just took a screenshot of. I'm sorry, I accidentally clicked the play last voice memo, but you get the idea of what happened on the text last image. Now, there are a lot of pre-made shortcuts. Let's move to pre-made shortcuts because this is what is going to save your time. Because you know what? I'm going to show you a little bit about shortcuts before we move to the pre-made shortcuts one. From here, what you can do is click the plus sign on the top right of the screen. You can create a new shortcut. You can do add actions. You can create a recording, play recording, send whatever, open a specific app, or play a specific music to your liking. And basically, you can have a next suggestion menu by here, pressing the arrow key. Then we can do like a text, like, what do you want to do? And then what we're gonna do is like add a variable. There's a lot of different things. It's basically a block coding style. You're not actually coding, but it is the function of a code. And you can be really advanced with it by pressing done. You get a new thing. Of course, I can just also export this. You can share it to your friends, to however you like it, to however you made it. And of course, we're not going to be using the add to variable one. So I'm just going to delete it by holding on it and so on and so forth. I'm going to show you one right here. If I go to the, let's say the QR, let's just do the Shazam shortcut. What I can do here is press the triple dot and show you what happens literally the code. It's a block coding. Again, it's not like the proper coding, but the function of it is basically coding. So of course, it asks the Shazam to open Shazam. Shazam has any value, it doesn't matter. There's no if else here. So the text would literally just say the title of what Shazam sees or hears, and then the artist name of that specific song. And then it'll show a notification. And if that doesn't show, there's a comment here. Here's where we're checking if they're recognized, blah blah blah. And then you have you are able to perform certain tasks such as playing album music, save it to Apple Music, and if. As you can see, it's basically a block of code that allows you to perform things. Now, if I just click play on the bottom right of the screen, as you can see, Shazam listening. Uh, it's a beautiful night. I'm looking for something to do. Okay, it's not gonna see that because I'm not in proper music. So it's gonna say, I don't recognize the song, and you can try again. Now, that's Marry You by Bruno Mars, but I don't sing like Bruno Mars, so it's not gonna recognize that. It's all I also don't have the instruments accompanying my voice. So it's not gonna do it. But now, what are pre-made shortcuts? So if I actually go out and then move into my browser right here, I have this thing called the shortcutsgallery.com. This shortcutsgallery.com basically has multiple different shortcuts that are pre-made by users, and it's open source. And I'm gonna show you. If I head to the site again, shortcutsgallery.com, gonna accept all, and then you have this website. It looks great. It looks nice. You have your popular categories for all games, lifestyle, music, productivity, utility, and there's a lot more categories. There's the latest shortcuts, the latest updated ones. You also have your popular shortcuts, such as share Wi-Fi, charge time, YouTube Ripper, list pigeon remover, QR code, chat GPT searcher, whatnot. So you can experiment with it. You can check them one by one, see which one fits you, which one is useful to you, and you can just literally, let's say this one right here, water eject. I'm gonna press it. I'm gonna click get shortcut. This is gonna pop up on the shortcuts app. Now I can click add shortcut, and then I can click on water eject. And as you can see, I can start ejecting water. It's probably gonna play some type of sound. I don't want to because I'm gonna be hearing it from here because I'm airplaying through my desktop. Or you can do settings, and then there are different settings here, such as the shortcut update. That's probably a script. For a shortcut, you can leave a review back, whatnot. Now, if I click on the triple dot here, you're gonna see the whole function or the whole code of how it is doing. It's just saying words, I think, that is on pitch. As you can see, there's like decode basic C4. There's a lot of volume control right here. There are repeat 3 times. That's to 50%. And there are alerts going on. A lot of things going on here. And, you can do those yourself if you are, really into the whole function efficiency thing. But that is not for me. So what I just did is downloaded pre-made shortcuts. And I actually got 5 of them. But I wrote an article for this one over at Hawkdive, and I happened to stumble upon one of them, which is called the QR code ersteller. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you 5 pre-made shortcuts, supposedly, but I stumbled upon this one, so I'm going to include it in the video as well because it is really cool. So as you can see, there is this thing called the QR code ersteller. It's, I think, German. So basically what it does is it allows the user to create a quick QR code out of nowhere. Well, basically you need to have the website link created. But right here, if I just click on the triple dot, what it does is it generates QR code from the given link text, and then it saves the QR code to your photos. And of course, this is on German, so I don't understand much of it. But you get the idea. If I press done here, let's say, "Hey Siri, ask me what to do." QR code or stellar. I don't know how to pronounce that actually. On shortcuts, it'll run the app, and then here on text, I'm gonna provide a link. Let's say mhm, Instagram.com/Alan Avila underscore. Yes, this is my actual Instagram plug. Boom. Here's a QR code. You can scan it right now from this video. Toss me a follow if you like. But it also auto saves it on my Photos app. Actually, I don't understand this. Didn't ask me. I think this is saving the photo. I think yeah, means yes. So I'm just gonna press yes. And then I think this means share to an app, but I can just cancel by pressing away from the screen. But that I think also already auto saved it on my thing. So I'm just gonna check real quick. And boom, as you can see right now, I have it right here, and this is the QR code from the photo app. So we're done with that for now. We're gonna be moving on to the 5 pre-made shortcuts that are, that I find useful. So again, I find useful. It might not be that useful to you, but for me, it is useful. And I found them over at Shortcuts Gallery. So again, you can just head over to shortcutsgallery.com and find the specific stuff that I mentioned in this video. All these things, pre-made shortcuts, they all have different type of installation in a way, or requirements. Maybe some of them requires you to allow access to the camera, to the video, to your location, to the certain language and whatnot. So this is my top 5 that I found and I find useful. So moving on to 5 pre-made shortcuts that are useful. First one would be, you've already seen it earlier, but it's called the battery option. So right here, if I just tap on battery options, it asks me multiple things. Battery options 2.0, this will calculate how many minutes you have charging left. And then we can do that. But the options here that I can tap, or if I do have Siri open, I can just say, let's say enter charging mode. I would not do that because it's going to turn off the recording for my phone. So we're not going to do that. But I can exit out of the window or tap anywhere. I can do enter super low battery saver. It's going to turn off the recording, so I'm not going to do that. I can exit and then I can calculate. What I can mainly show you is the calculation part. Your battery is 90%, it will take 18 minutes to charge fully. That is cool. And of course, that's not going to be purely accurate. That is based on the charging of your phone, but that doesn't mean it knows your cycle amount on the phone already. Let's say you only have 90% battery left on the full health, not just the current time. So it doesn't know how to calculate that. But I use this, actually I use it when I'm charging. Normally when I'm not recording, of course, I just enable it and it charges faster. It turns off a lot of things. It turns off the brightness down and whatnot. There's a lot of things going on in the script, as you can see right here. Let me see. As you can see, turn low power mode on. Turn the Wi-Fi off. Airplane mode on. Set brightness to 0. White point on. Show the notifications of what's happening. Bluetooth off. Whatnot. That is the first one. Move to the second one, called the scan QR in picture. Now, scan QR in picture is going to be useful since earlier we already did have a photo. So what I do now is scan QR in picture. The Photos app would of course pop up. I'm going to select the latest one, which is the scan QR code that I made earlier, which is Instagram.com. As you can see, it pops up on top. And then it says Instagram.com/AlanAvila_, which is the one that we created earlier with the QR code. And then as you can see, I can open it straight on Safari, copy the clipboard. I can give it a call if it is a call number. So we can click on open Safari. As you can see, I'm going to do always allow. And it opens right up on Instagram. Sadly, of course, we know Instagram is a little buggy. So you get the idea. It opened Instagram. I tried to go over to my profile, but it's my main profile, so I didn't go there. But you get the point and the idea. Now let's go back here on the the 5 pre-made shortcuts that I find useful, which is the share location. Now, if I press on share location right now, it's gonna show you my location, so I might have to black out the screen right here. But I'm gonna do always allow, and then of course it's gonna pop up again. I might have to blur my screen here, which shows me at least a list of to whoever I can send it to, or Messenger, Twitter, AirDrop it to anyone, and it gives the straight link out of Google Maps. Very simple, pretty useful because I don't have to go to Google Maps. I don't have to find my location. I don't have to click the location, the pin, and then I don't have to click the share button and then find someone. I can just tap this one, boom, ready to go. Amazing. Uh, the next one would be a little subjective. This is TikTok downloader. I like watching TikToks. I like to download some of my old TikToks back without the watermark. So I press it, and then I'm asking me to enter a TikTok URL. Give me a moment. So went over to my own TikTok again at Alan Avila underscore. You know what? I'm gonna plug it because why not? I'm using my own content for this content. So we do TikTok downloader again. Again, you can just ask Siri, paste the link of the copied video. That's done. It'll automatically go to tiktokdownloader.com while also pasting the link. And from here, you can easily and simply just click on one of the buttons and it will download it straight to your phone. As you can see, you can easily share it or save the video on your device. That is all cool and amazing, but that is subjective. I find that useful because I'm a content creator and sometimes I have to re-download some of my own videos and I don't want to have the TikTok that's moving from here to here on your screen from time to time. Download them without that. The last one would be live photo to GIF. Now, if I could just simply go to my camera app right here, point it at my face, enable live photos, disable flash. Let me just do like a quick. We did that. We get out. We go to shortcuts. We go to, again, live photo to GIF. This is useful for memeing. So when you open it, of course, it's going to show you a lot of photos. I'm going to select mine. Boom. Perfect for memeing. The last live photo is now a GIF, and I can simply just press on share again. Then I can simply just click on save image. I can copy. I can assign to a contact. I can send it over to Lightroom, whatnot. Everything, but now it is a GIF. As you can see, the quality has been lowered, and it's just, it's overall a GIF. You go to automation, and let's say I want to play music when I go outside the house. When it scans that I'm not in the house anymore. I'm going to do a create personal automation. We're going to do leave. We're going to do location you have to choose. So give me a moment. I'm just going to press next after I choose. So I just did current location, press next. And what I can do here is add actions such as play music. I'm going to select my music. Let's say I had one. I'm going to press next. I'm going to press done. Now when I leave 2016, when I leave the house, it's going to play the song that I selected. Simple, but you can do a lot. Like when I do sleep, bedtime begins. We're going to do next. Let's say I want to run a shortcut. So I'm going to do add. We're going to do insert a shortcut. Shortcuts. Run shortcut. I'm going to press the shortcut right here. I'm going to select which one. Let's say oh, why not? Why not, right? I'm going to do share location. It's going to do that. And now we can literally just press next. Of course, we can do more advanced stuff, but don't ask. When my bedtime starts, I'm going to share my location to whoever I want to send it to. And that is simply just that's the gist of automation and shortcuts on your iPhone. And you don't have to do much about it because there are already pre-made shortcuts that is already available at your grasp or at your point of whenever you want to access it. And I think it is great. I think it's going to be useful in the future because there's going to be, of course, iOS keeps on updating. They allow more stuff to happen within their app. So I think they're going to make this more powerful. And it is really useful Again, very accessible. If you don't want to make your own, get someone, get someone's creation. But I think that is it for me. Again, my name is Alan Avila. Sorry if I sound a little weird again in this video, as I'll have my little lip cut. Uh, but yeah, I appreciate you for watching. Go and toss this video a like, share it to your friends. Maybe they'll find it useful. And of course, go and check out our other articles over at Hawkdive. And that's basically it for me. Again, Alan Avila, and I will see you guys in the next video. Have a good day.